Greetings. Hey, we're back here talking about federal court and Social Security, disability, and how when you're denied in front of the Social Security Administration, you have the right to go to federal court to present evidence to say that the Social Security Administration failed to treat your case properly and should have awarded disability benefits. I want to talk to you tonight about what it means to go to federal court. Basically, you have a hearing before an administrative law judge. The administrative law judge makes a decision that you disagree with, usually phrased in terms of unfavorable decision. You have a time frame after that unfavorable decision, and many people give up because they've waited so long, maybe 2 years to 3 years, to finally have a live or video conference in front of an administrative law judge hearing, and it doesn't go their way, and they think there's no hope. But let me tell you, at least in the Western District of Virginia, the judges there listen to the evidence, they read everything carefully, and many times, and this is the key phrase you're looking for, they do a reversal without a remand. A sentence for remand or a sentence for reversal is one of the best results you can get in a federal court appeal, because the judge decides to fully reverse the Social Security Administration and not send it back down to the administration for more evidence or for further hearing, but decides on the evidence that you are disabled, that you met the evidence requirements, and they grant disability at the federal court level with a decision normally written as a granting of summary judgment for the plaintiff, or for, in this instance, the disabled claimant for Social Security, you. So I want to encourage you out there that if you have gone to a hearing with an attorney or without an attorney and lost, you have the opportunity to appeal your case to federal court. And at the federal court, in certain federal courts, in my experience, certain judges really take this Social Security denial seriously, and they very carefully read everything. And if you've properly prepared your file and you've submitted evidence that clearly shows that you're disabled from your treating physicians, you have a real chance to have your case reversed, and then you will be granted benefits, and your case will end with the Social Security Administration. Your payments will start, you will get a lump sum, and your attorney will get a fee, obviously. But this is one of the things that I really have enjoyed over the years, where I think that a case where it's a strong case at the ALJ hearing, and for some reason the judge decides that the person is not disabled and grants an unfavorable decision, and then we file a complaint, and many times people are worried about the extra costs. But if you fit a certain low income criteria based on the federal court's website, there's a form you fill out and you swear to your assets, your income. If they waive the filing fee, then it's free to appeal. And it's definitely worth doing, and it's an opportunity for you to get benefits where you otherwise would not have to. And if you don't appeal, basically either you're starting over or you've abandoned your claim, and all those back benefits that you worked hard to get and to pay into to receive, you lose out on those. So I want to encourage everyone that you need to contact an attorney when you get that unfavorable decision if you're not represented. And if you are represented, talk to your attorney. And if that attorney doesn't want to appeal it to federal court, I'd be happy to talk to you. There's lots of lawyers who do that, and I think it's something you seriously consider. At this point, you've gone so far, and you've gone and presented so much evidence, and you have everything together, that it's not a difficult thing to do, and many times you can be successful. And I've had some successes in the Western District of Virginia, and we have several opinions that have been written by the court that are helpful to people who are appealing an unfavorable decision, that you can read. You can go onto their website and you can see if your case fits that criteria as a way to educate yourself. But I also have copies of those cases as well, and I've had my own cases where I prevailed, and many times it's on some of the same issues that have happened before, and I've won, and it just seems like It's just a matter of having to go through the process and present the case once again to it's a whole new judge or fact finder, and that judge, he or she, will look at it all over again, and it's your opportunity for someone to put new eyes on it and take a closer look at things. And it's an opportunity in some cases in the Western District of Virginia, there's oral argument where we can actually point out to the judge there's been new evidence that's come in after the denial or the unfavorable decision that is material to the case that hasn't been considered. And if the appeals council don't consider evidence that comes in, then the court can remand it. And if the evidence is very persuasive, where it shows that you're disabled, you can argue that there's no need to go back to a new hearing or have another hearing, that you're clearly disabled, which means the case for you is over because you've won, and it means you can go back to focusing on getting better. So I just encourage everyone, don't give up if you receive an unfavorable decision, and remember that federal court is, as much as that might be scary for some people, it's not a scary thing at all, and it can be done, and you can win. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell, because that lets you know when there's other videos that I've done. And most of all, just comment with any kind of questions. I'd like to hear what you have. And if you have a case that's been denied, obviously there's a deadline. You have 60 days to file in federal court after an appeals council denial. So there's some couple days there for mailing. So I tell people not to wait till the last minute. So if you're in that category, don't wait. Call a lawyer. Feel free to comment. Thank you so much.